General Hospital spoilers, Nina gets played dirty by Micheal, panics if Willow knows the truth. Port Charles is about to explode as one of the most unpredictable power plays in General Hospital history shakes up the lives of Micheal, Willow, and Nina. With secrets unraveling faster than ever and alliances shifting like quicksand, Micheal Corinthos finally plays a move so ruthless it leaves Nina gasping for air, and fans can't believe the twist. Nina Reeves may have thought the worst was behind her after securing some semblance of peace with Willow, but little does she know that her greatest enemy isn't Carly, Sonny, or even Ava. It's her own son-in-law. And Michael's game is cold, calculating, and deeply personal. This week, viewers are in for a wild ride of emotional reckoning, deceit, and one woman's desperate spiral to preserve her fragile connection to the daughter she almost lost forever. Keep reading for your General Hospital spoilers breakdown. You won't believe how far Micheal goes and what Nina does next to survive. For months, Nina has fought to rebuild her life after the fallout from her SEC betrayal, the one that sent Drew to Pentonville and nearly cost Carly her entire livelihood. But what hurt most wasn't Sonny's cold shoulder or Carly's righteous fury, it was Willow's heartbreak. Willow's bone marrow transplant created a fragile truce between mother and daughter. And though Micheal remained guarded, Nina has been desperate to prove she's changed. From donating to charities Willow supports to quietly assisting at the hospital, she's done everything to earn redemption. She's trying, Willow told Sasha in a recent episode, her voice filled with tentative hope. I want to believe she can be better. But for Nina, hope is a house of cards, and Micheal is about to blow it all down. While Micheal has kept a calm front, he's never truly forgiven Nina. He sees her as the architect behind Drew's suffering, the cause of Carly's near ruin, and a threat to Willow's peace. But instead of erupting in vengeance, Micheal played it differently. He played the long game. Recent scenes show Micheal quietly meeting with a tech associate at Aurora Media, reviewing encrypted data pulled from SEC documents. What he's unearthed is damning. A trail of messages, off-the-record calls, and one name that could blow Nina's world apart: Ned Quartermaines. We now know that Micheal has in his possession a surveillance video that proves Nina leveraged her media connections to indirectly funnel the SEC tip, even after Ned had originally been suspected. The footage clears Ned and implicates Nina. But Micheal doesn't go straight to the authorities. No, he's not interested in legal justice, he wants emotional justice. Everything starts to fall apart during a celebratory brunch at the Metro Court. Micheal and Willow arrive with Wiley and Amelia, and Nina, trying to play the role of doting grandmother, is ecstatic. For a moment, it feels real, a family healed. But then Micheal leans in during dessert, his voice icy under the smile. Willow really believes in you now, he says quietly. It would be a shame if that changed. Nina stiffens. Her instincts scream that something is wrong. Micheal knows something, but what? Later that evening, Nina receives an anonymous envelope at her Crimson office. Inside, a flash drive and a note. How far would you go to protect Willow from the truth? She inserts the drive into her laptop and watches in horror. There it is, the footage. The unspoken connection to the SEC tip. Micheal has her cornered. Nina panics. She rushes to Ava, who's stunned by the footage. If Micheal shows this to Willow, Nina chokes. She'll never speak to me again. This will destroy everything. Ava, surprisingly calm, urges Nina to do damage control, fast. You need to get ahead of this, she says. Play innocent. Cry if you have to. Just don't let Willow hear it from Micheal. But Nina's already spiraling. She cancels meetings, dodges phone calls, and starts pulling favors, desperately trying to find a way to bury the footage before Micheal can use it. Meanwhile, Willow notices Nina's sudden withdrawal. Lunches are missed, texts go unanswered, and her mother's eyes are shadowed with fear. She confides in Micheal, who keeps his face unreadable. She's probably just overwhelmed, he offers. Maybe you should ask her directly. But Willow's instincts, shaped by years of abandonment and betrayal, start to hum. She suspects something deeper and more dangerous. Just when Nina thinks things can't get worse, she walks into the Quartermaine mansion and finds Micheal waiting for her alone. He closes the door, calm and unflinching. You had your chance, Nina, he says. You could have told the truth. You could have stopped lying. Nina breaks down. Please, Michael. Willow's just starting to trust me again. Don't do this. But Michael isn't moved. You broke her once. I won't let you do it again. He offers her an ultimatum. Walk away from Willow's life voluntarily. No birthdays, no visits, no holidays. Or he shows her the footage. That night, Nina sits alone in her office. The lights are off. Her eyes are red. She listens to a voicemail from Willow. I hope we can talk soon. I miss you. With trembling hands, she starts drafting an email. Dear Willow, I think I've pushed too hard, too fast. You've built a beautiful life with Michael and the kids. I don't want to get in the way anymore. She erases it, rewrites it, erases it again. In the end, she doesn't send it at all. Instead, she deletes Michael's video from her laptop and makes a decision. She's going to fight back. The next day, Nina walks into the Quartermain house with poise and purpose. Michael's there, shocked to see her. You didn't take the deal, he says. No, she replies coolly. Because I don't negotiate with blackmailers. She reveals she made multiple encrypted backups of the footage and sent one to a private lawyer with instructions to release it if anything happens to her reputation. You think you're the only one who knows how to play dirty? She hisses. You don't know me at all. Michael is stunned. He didn't expect Nina to fight back. And now, the game is dangerous. They're both holding matches over a pile of secrets soaked in gasoline. As the tension spikes, Willow walks in mid-confrontation. She hears just enough, something about blackmail, secrets, and the SEC. What's going on? She asks, her voice shaking. Nina and Michael both freeze. Nina tries to deflect, but it's too late. Willow sees the flash of guilt in Michael's eyes and the panic in Nina's. What are you keeping from me? Eventually, the truth comes out. Not the full truth, but enough for Willow to realize that Michael has been manipulating her trust and Nina hasn't been fully honest about what happened with the SEC. She breaks down. You both think you're protecting me, she says, devastated. But all you're doing is controlling me. Willow storms out, furious with both of them. Nina sobs. Michael watches helplessly, realizing too late that he pushed too far. With Willow now disillusioned by both her mother and her husband, Port Charles braces for emotional fallout. Carly tries to intervene, but even she's unsure where to stand. Sonny, now caught between Nina's strength and Michael's vengeance, begins to reassess who he can really trust. Meanwhile, Nina turns her attention to someone she once despised, Carly. We both know what it's like to lose a child's trust, Nina says. Maybe we don't have to be enemies anymore. Could this be the beginning of a shocking alliance? Willow confronts Michael with a shocking decision. Either come clean about everything, or she walks away from their marriage. Nina makes a move to buy out a majority stake in Crimson again, using it as a power base to protect herself. Carly learns about the footage and makes a deal that could turn everything upside down. Sonny grows increasingly distant from both Michael and Nina, seeing how far they're willing to go in his absence. And Willow finally demands the truth from everyone. This latest General Hospital twist blurs the line between hero and villain like never before. Michael's righteous fury has morphed into cold vengeance. Nina's desperate need for love made her vulnerable and now dangerous. And Willow? She's the collateral damage of two people fighting for control of her heart. As summer unfolds, fans can expect twists, betrayals, unlikely alliances, and emotional wreckage that will leave Port Charles forever changed.